Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Peakboy25 here, and today I am bringing you my Six Flags new for 2017 predictions. And just before we start, I'm gonna say we'll be covering the confirmed attractions first, which there are three of them that are confirmed all by documents that are from their respective townships. Everything else is a rumor, and they're quite rampant around here in the coaster enthusiast community, especially around this time of year. Some of them are reasonable, others are outright ridiculous. I will be taking a logical perspective on the park. I know Six Flags' history. They like to kind of be lazy with a lot of these parks. They do want to add something new every year, but I don't know. They kind of just don't really add anything major to a lot of these parks. And we do know they like to buy the same rides over and over and over again and put them at every park. So I'll be going off their last year or 2 years of history, and I'll be making predictions on what they might buy for each of these parks. Maybe specifics. I have like 5 or 6 models routed in my head from the past 2 or 3 years that they might buy. Also, apologies on the late upload. My original file for this presentation I was going to record got corrupted by Mac 36 or Mac error 36, which basically prevents you from opening your file because something went wrong in the algorithm or something. I don't know tech. I'm not a techie person. And that delayed the upload by a day or two. And I know this is also really close. Today's Tuesday, August 30th. The 2017 announcement was supposed to come out September 1st. I probably will not be able to make another video between the two. Besides, that might be a bit ridiculous. I'm gonna be making an analysis video as much as possible on Thursday, September 1st. As soon as I get home from school, I'll be going upstairs and I'll be making an analysis video. I might react to the video, I might share my thoughts on the homepage. I'll be doing all that. And I'll try and make it like under 10 minutes. So I'll share my thoughts on each of them. But yeah, I'm really pumped for these things, and we'll get started. Six Flags Over Georgia and Six Flags Great Adventure are both confirmed by their respective townships, the Jackson and Austell townships, to get a Justice League attraction. Six Flags Over Georgia has removed their bumper cars near Superman Ultimate Flight. Oh my, yeah, I know. I typed this up in like half an hour. If you see the typos, my apologies. And Six Flags Great Adventure cleared up land in the former spot of Batman and Robin the Chiller. If Six Flags keeps up the 2-a-year pattern, then no more parks will be receiving these dark rides for the year. However, I feel like there are more contenders for a dark ride this year. Most notably, there's another confirmed one. Yeah, the Agawam Township leaked plans for a confirmed S&S 40 free spin coaster. Basically confirms it, that this is going to be an S&S 40 free spin coaster. The rumors start at where it will go. The popular rumor is that the park will remove their narrow tube slide that can be accessed to the dry park guests called Splashwater Falls, that would cross the midway from Mind Eraser and a pretty short hike from Fireball and Buzzsaw. These tube flumes are pretty rare these days. If you want to find a tube flume, you'll find like those family flumes at the water parks, not these. It's not really a big splashdown attraction anyway. I think the popular one is Blizzard River, which is it's on the other end of the park. It's the only one I can think of is at Six Flags America, and I guess I can side with this. There are a couple of rides that are currently down. I think I just saw that Flashback went down recently, but I don't think they have any plans to remove Flashback. Goliath is back up, by the way. It's on the website. It says back up. I'm going to side with that they're going to remove Splashwater Falls. Or they could remove something in the DC area, but I don't think anything fit for removal. Everything there looks nice and tidy. Unless they can clear up some land, but I doubt they will. I'm guessing it's probably going to be in that area. There's not a lot that's down. Six Flags Magic Mountain. There's a clearing by Riddler's Revenge. That's what we know. There's 2 possible options. Since it's in the DC section, it could be a Justice League. Which, is in the DC section with like Batman the Ride, Riddler's Revenge, other Batman or other DC superhero themed things. But I kind of find that unlikely because they've never installed more than 2 Justice League attractions, and we basically already know both Justice Leagues. And basically, the other option is a flat ride package, which Six Flags Magic Mountain needs badly. Depending on the size of the clearing and the amount of open air space, I don't know if it's going to be intertwined with the track or if it's going to be in a back lot where some extra things used to be. We could see something that's similar to what Over Texas got last year. They include a Tilt-A-Whirl, an Endeavor, It can be a disco, super loop, probably a super loop, or if there's enough open airspace, we might see a Zamperla giant discovery or a frisbee, like the Riddler's Revenge that we saw over Texas. Obviously, they're gonna need a new trademark or a new name for it, but they're probably gonna reuse one from the past. Who knows? They might name it Mr. Freeze or Reverse Blast because they already have that trademark. I mean, I feel like the Super Loop would be more likely than a Frisbee due to space. I mean, the Super Loop is confined to its seven-story tall, seven-story wide circle. And the Frisbee needs lots of air, like angles for Q, station, and it also needs a large pendulum angle, like 240-degree angle of open air so it doesn't hit something. And, I mean, then again, we've never seen a Super Loop themed to a DC superhero or a villain. We could see it. I just don't know if it happened. But I know a Super Loop, if they do get a Super Loop, they're going to market it as their 20th coaster. It's not a coaster. So, yeah. That's Six Flags for you. Six Flags Great America. I follow this park extensively. This is home to me. This is my home park. I mean, I haven't been here in a few weeks because I haven't really had time on the weekends. But, I mean, definitely I want to get back here, possibly this weekend, assuming we're open. Recently, on their Facebook page, Great America has said their East River Crawler is confirmed to be moving. It's a scrambler ride near the entrance between Yankee Harbor and Mardi Gras, close to the corkscrews and helixes of Batman the Ride. So like the back half of Batman the Ride. And we don't know what moving is, hence the quotation marks. Could it be going away? Could it be relocating? Could it be relocating to a different section of a park or a different park? The popular rumor right now is that the Orbit, their Enterprise, and Justice Wild Ride, their rockin' tugboat from Zamperla, will be leaving the park. East River Crawler will relocate to Hometown way between Hometown Square, Southwest Territory, and County Fair. I definitely. Oh yeah, Justice Wild Ride is in the Mardi Gras. It's right before the Yankee Harbor entrance to Mardi Gras, just to the right of that. It's a little pathetic tugboat, and it's creepy as well, because they always have a ton of jester faces plastered everywhere on the ride. It's creepy. I definitely want to see a Super Loop in the desolate spot of Raging Cajun. I don't care that we'll be getting a Super Loop, it fits perfectly there. They even have a queue up for that already. It's perfect. Sure, they're going to have to ditch the show that's already there, but sure, I mean, yeah, we have it. That spot's been vacant for 2 years now. It's been vacant for all 2015 and 2016. It's kind of driving me crazy. I mean, granted, they do want to have their entrance to the Gates of Hell there for Fright Fest. Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's their name. I know I'm a clean channel. But, I mean, I definitely want to see a Super Loop in that spot, because putting a ride there is much better than having some sort of once-a-year gimmick there. I also would like to see an Endeavor, or more likely a Tilt-A-Whirl. A Tilt-A-Whirl would be a nice fit in the former spot of East River Crawler, because they both have a circular layout, and they already have a queue. An Endeavor could be a tight fit. If the Justice Wild Ride is leaving, there isn't too much that can fit there, unless they want to poke a bit more out into the midway. It's more of a square or a rectangle. It's more narrow. The rumor is becoming more and more true all by the day, all leading up to Thursday. We will see what happens. But I'm guessing at least 2 flat rides. That is my guess. Six Flags over Texas. I mean, this is kind of a cold case. There's not a lot of teasing or evidence that's going on here, but an SNS 40 free spin, unfortunately, is most likely here. Why I say unfortunately? Well, we have Six Flags Fiesta Texas very close, like in the same state, and probably it's in the other half of the state, but still, it's just a drive across Central Texas, and you're there. Probably 4 hours, 6 hours. I mean, there's a clearing right now in the DC section. They have a fence up. They're clearing out an area that used to be for storage or something. I don't know. And Six Flags Over Texas is all the stereotypical items for Six Flags to get, except for a Super Loop. And I don't think they're going to be doing a clearing for a Super Loop. It's so narrow. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I mean, it is Six Flags. It's not out of their power to do this, because they are Six Flags. They don't care how close the 2 parks are. They're going to duplicate their attractions. They could have a freaking 440 free spin at a new Great Adventure and America, which are probably a few hours away from each other. Yeah, they're probably I don't know, 3 hours or something. It's probably the 2 closest Six Flags parks. It's ridiculous. Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. This is a tricky one here. I really am baffled on this one. I haven't seen no teasers other than a little while back of a survey marker on the quarry wall. Some people think it's a coaster. I'm against that. I'm not that I'm against it, but I completely disagree that it's going to be a coaster. Because it looks like it's going to be right by the railroad, Sky Screamer. If they're going to put a coaster there and make it interact with the quarry wall, they're going to have to tear out a lot of things and redo a lot of things about their park. Unless they somehow get really creative. I'm thinking it's going to be an overhaul to the nightly fireworks show that takes place there every night, I think. It could be a flat ride for an extra dry park bonus, but I'm thinking shows next year. Because I know Six Flags Fiesta Texas is undisputably agreed on for having the best shows of all the Six Flags. It's actually ranked in the top 5 for Golden Ticket Awards for best shows. I mean, they maybe want to seal the deal and go all out with their fireworks show to possibly beat up Herschel Parks. I mean, I know I'll be wrong about this. I kind of know that I will be wrong. I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm thinking a fireworks show expansion. Probably more fireworks, brighter lights, maybe more display. I think I've seen them do more, look at Exploration or something. They just literally invest an entire year into a show. Yeah, I know. It's kind of bad. But then at the same time, it's it might be worth it. Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I'm thinking either a flat ride package or a wildlife expansion. The flats could be similar to what Six Flags Over Texas got last year. However, they already have a Frisbee and a Super Loop. So they could get some of the smaller flats, the Tilt-A-Whirl, Endeavor, Disco, some more things like that. But this park is a cold case. There's basically no clues about this. All we can tell is that from the past years, they will not be receiving a coaster, since they just got the Joker RMC conversion last year. They will not be getting a free spin. Maybe in the later years, like 2018, 2019, they're still buying them. And if Magic Mountain doesn't get one, but I really don't think we're going to see a free spin this year. If they do, I'm going to be really shocked. It's going to be actually kind of shocking there. And then we're going to get up to another big one next. Another big debate. Six Flags St. Louis. This park is rumored to receive a SNS 40 free spin coaster. There are lots of rumors flying around of how they can fit that in there. The current rumor is that they can remove the Shoot the Chutes ride Tidal Wave. It's long, narrow, and can fit that there. And it's also pretty pathetic stat-wise. If they go bold, they can remove their Boomerang, which derailed earlier this year. Maybe they don't want it because its reputation is tarnished. Just gotta remember, just don't think too positively about Six Flags. I know that we've heard that they're going to be investing a lot into SNS 40 free spins. But remember, flat rides, or maybe even a water park expansion is still plausible. We have not seen a water park expansion in St. Louis since Bonsai Pipelines, which has been several years ago. They got a thrill ride last year. 2015, they got another thrill ride, which was the Justice League. 2014, I think they got the Aqua Twist. They've been focusing on the dry park. The water park could use some love. Which, definitely the water park can get an expansion. That is entirely possible. And then finally, Six Flags America, of the American parks. Nothing much here. I'm predicting, easily a flat ride expansion. There's extremely little chance that they are RMCing Roar. It would have been closed by now. Because they closed the Roar mid-August at Discovery Kingdom to RMC it. I'm thinking Tilt-A-Whirl, Endeavor, possibly a Frisbee or a Disco. They already have flying scooters, but that's about it, basically. They don't have a Frisbee, Disco, Endeavor, or a Tilt-A-Whirl. A Frisbee would be a great fit here. That'd add another ride to a pretty decent flat ride collection already. With a Voodoo Drop, Bourbon Street Fireball. I think that's basically it, but whatever. They definitely could use that extra thrilling flat support. So Frisbee would be pretty optimal here. And maybe an extra flat ride in the Mardi Gras. Maybe they can have Tilt-A-Whirl named Spin Sanity in the Mardi Gras section. And they have lots of open land to do it with. It's basically a win. They do this flat ride package, especially if they put a thrilling flat ride like a Frisbee. I could see the Frisbee coming here. This is another cold case. There's not really a lot of hints, but they have so much room to do it with. Now all I know, they're probably not going to get a water park expansion. I feel like it's a very rare chance they're going to get a water park expansion. They just did it last year. 2015 was, crap. What was 2015 again? I don't know. I know 2014 was Mardi Gras. 2015 was, mm, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that there. It's probably flying right over my head, and I'm gonna feel stupid for it. But yeah, maybe it was Bourbon Street Fireball. I think 2015 was Bourbon Street Fireball, and 2014 was the Mardi Gras with like the flying scooters and Roar or Raging Cajun. But I'm sorry for thinking too long there. I think 2015 is the Bourbon Street Fireball because they started adding super loops first in 2015. And then finally we have the foreign parks. Oh, never mind. Six Flags Great Escape. My bad. I'm thinking either mild flats such as a Tilt-A-Whirl, maybe an Endeavor, or we can get a water slide complex. They got thrilling flats in 2014 and 2016 being Extreme Supernova and the Super Loop Grease Lightning. They got a Kiddie Splash Pad in 2015. Their last medium to major water slide complex was in 2012. They need a new one. Like, I think they got some twisting mat racers or twisting body slides in 2012. And I mean, I want to see some more water park expansion here. If not, they can do something in the lodge. I mean, I don't know if the lodge is a separate entity. Like, I don't think I've seen any of the lodge things go on. I mean, that's entirely possible, but I'm thinking water slide complex. I mean, because I think they like to alternate. I mean, 2014, 2016, odd years could be water park. I'm thinking probably water park expansion would be pretty nice. So I'm not seeing any major roller coasters here. There's no way. And then finally, my bad, we have the Laurent and Magic Mountain. Both of these will receive flat ride packages, starring Super Loops. Six Flags Mexico may add more because, in corporate's mind, they're a big target because they want to make it the go-to destination for fun in Latin America. And these are also a cold case as well. There's very little evidence because Laurent's kind of just thrown things out there for the past few years. 2015 was Maison Rouge, and that was a really odd choice. A haunted attraction year-round. And 2016 was just running their Batman clone backwards. The Les Vampire backwards. I mean, this year, the past 2 years, they haven't really gotten much. I think in 2014, they got, like, the flying scooters, something else, and the Gravitor thing. But yeah, I mean, it's really odd. I'm just thinking that Six Flags Mexico might get more, but Laurent's probably just going to get a Super Loop. Alongside Great America, Mexico, and possibly Magic Mountain. But yeah, that is my Six Flags predictions for 2017. I know they're not really much. I'm not expecting too much. I'm not expecting any RMCs. I'm expecting 2, maybe 3 SNS 40 free spins, the usual 2 Justice Leagues. I mean, all that fun stuff here. But yeah, I also want to tell you a bit of unfortunate news. I'm getting sick. I'm catching a cold. My brother caught a cold on the opening week of school. Then he transferred it to me because, he was kind of playing my DS, and I kind of wanted to play, and I probably got germs from that. And it probably went into me. Also because he was kind of coughing a lot. It probably went to the air and got into me by breathing. I don't know. It's not really that bad right now. I have a dry throat. My voice is a bit quieter than usual. I was kind of energetic at the start. And also, I've kind of also been having an occasional cough. Occasional. Very sparse. Other than that, I don't know if it'll get any worse. It probably will. But I really hope I can be in decent condition for Thursday. Because it would suck not being able to enjoy this. I might not even watch the trailer until I get home. Just so I can react for you guys up front. So yeah, this has been PeakBoy25. I hope you all have a good day. If you have any illness, I wish you get better, kind of like me. And just have a good day, have a good week. It's almost September, dudes. It's almost September, guys. We're basically 8 months through, and we're going to be entering the Halloween festivities soon for a lot of the parks. Like late September, we're going to see a lot of parks going to their Fright Fest or their Halloween or Halloweekends or whatever the park name is called for the Halloween events. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I mean, I'm kind of a timid person myself. I don't really like horror. I mean, I can handle gore fairly well, but I don't like horror because I just don't like being jump scared. I don't like the feeling. I don't even feel like I don't even laugh it off at the end. I just punch whatever did it to me. My brother jump scared me in the dark queue of Cobra's Curse, and I punched him reactively, not on purpose. But then I beat him up a little bit more because he was being a bit of a, yeah, keep it clean here. So anyway, guys, I just hope I can end it off. I don't want to drag it on for too long. Just hope you enjoy the rest of your month, September, going into September. I'll see you all on Thursday, hopefully. And as always, peace.